Am I the asshole for telling my wife I don't want to have kids with her because she threatens divorce nearly every time we get into a fight? Stick around to the end to leave your opinion on this matter. Let's hear this story. My wife is 34 and I'm 36, and we've been married for a little over 5 years now. Shortly after we got married, we agreed to try to have a kid after 5 years or so. We wanted to travel together during that time, and we traveled a lot and got to have some amazing experiences together. Now I'm very hesitant because nearly every time we get into a fight, she threatens divorce. Nothing egregious has happened within our relationship. There's been no infidelity, no wondering who the other has been with, etc. She comes from a long line of divorced family members. She jokes about our marriage being her trial marriage. I come from a family who believes in staying married and working through issues unless someone royally messes up. I don't take these threats lightly and have been hesitant to have a child with her after continual threats of divorce. During our current ongoing fight, she has in fact contacted a divorce lawyer. After she said she was going to, and I told her to go ahead, but has not followed through. What are y'all's thoughts? Am I the asshole for not wanting to have a child with my wife at this point? Ooh, I can't wait to read the comments. This is an interesting one. Our first commenter says, my ex-husband did this continually as well until the day I agreed and filed for divorce while he desperately tried to backpedal. Oh well, too late. The next commenter says, this is exactly what's going to happen to our original poster. Don't fall for the backpedaling because they will never change. Our next person says, as someone who fell for all the backpedaling repeatedly, this is totally correct. They never change. Our next commenter says, the original poster, please make sure you're being careful about sex while you get this resolved. If she gets the idea that threatening divorce isn't working to control you, she might decide that getting pregnant will give herself extra leverage. Our next commenter says, same with my ex-wife. Every stupid argument was instantly turned into an I'll divorce you power play. She even told her best friend that since she's been married once already, it's all the same if she divorces. Go figure, she pretended to be devastated and blindsided when I put the signed divorce papers on the table. Our next commenter says, same here. My ex made threats over 15 years of marriage. Last time, after she threatened me with it for a week straight, I followed through. Now 4 months into separation, she wants to backpedal. Not happening. You made your bed, now lay in it. The next commenter says, my ex and I had agreed to move back across the country after my father died to be closer to my mother. I was going to fly out first, look for a job, etc., and then I would come back to pack up our apartment and we would move. I packed one suitcase and took the dog with me so he didn't have to worry about her while he was alone. As he was driving me to the airport, he said, you know, I've changed my mind. I'm not coming. Really? You couldn't have mentioned this sooner? I would have packed more of my stuff. A couple of weeks later, I said I wanted a divorce, and he was shocked. He said we didn't really need to do all that legal stuff. Yeah, we do. I'm not going to be stuck in limbo with this. Never saw him again in person. Everything was done by mail, and since we had no assets or kids, it was pretty simple. Asshole kept the car, though, which my dad had given me. It was old enough that it really wasn't worth driving across the country for. Aw, that was a sad one. Our next commenter says, you would be insane to have a child with her. She's not invested in this. Either she needs to have a serious wake-up call, or this needs to end. She treats your marriage and relationship as disposable. Eventually, she's going to go through with it. Everybody seems to be telling this guy the same thing. What do you think? Would you tell him something different? What would you do if you were in his situation? Would you go ahead and start a family with this woman? Or would you put the brakes on and say, hold up, honey? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification icon so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos.